we are back, and we have a loser and a winner to talk about. I'll first recap the loser in this video. Next recap will be for the winner. I have one open position right now, but we start things off with a $265 loss trading AMP. What's going on, guys? Welcome on in to today's recap. I just got back from Hawaii. I was there for a little over about a week, but then you add the travel days, the time change and stuff, so it's been longer than that since I've been doing a live stream or taking a trade or doing a recap. These are positions that I had entered the week prior or 2 weeks prior, and they just happened to sell or exit like once I got there while I was getting there. So first one, we closed out by hitting my stop loss on the 4th of December. So let's dive into this one. I already logged this. I'm going to log this again so you can see it on TradeZella. By the way, this is new. So they added this like Zella score feature. They changed it a little bit, so it's kind of cool. Some little tweaks have been made. If you got into the Black Friday deal, cool. If not, then, you know, whatever. So what I use to track all my stuff so we can see all the data and stuff. It makes it easier to see, I think, at least. So trade this on 2 accounts. The smaller one is a 10K account, and the other one is a 25K account. The 10K is funded. The 25K is not funded yet, but we're making strides to get there. We're actually getting closer and closer, which is fun. The plan beyond that will be to eventually move to a $200,000 account with a payout using a payout to pay for the $200,000 account, essentially. So that's the deal. When I take a payout that is big enough, we will do that. That's the plan. So essentially, this is on the 10K, lost 73 there. So all the risks on those accounts or on that account is usually less than $100. Depends upon the time frame, generally. Apple, I think I'm risking around 100, 105 on a new trade that I have there, but that's on a weekly time frame, so big time horizon. So I can nudge it up a touch. Is kind of my plan. So bull flag, low volume was a mistake, and the 1 day time frame is the time frame. When I say low volume is a mistake, I don't truly know. So if I go back into the trade that I wrote this down, I guess I can copy this down so you can see. What I wrote down was, it's not a small cap. It's like a 250 or something billion market cap. But it had relatively low volume compared to most stocks that I do trade. Not sure if it's a big deal or not. I'll let the data decide. What I mean by that is, I don't really know if this is a problem, if I should trade these types of stocks or not. But the setup was really good. So I saw it, I took advantage of it. Now here's the setup. So we had earnings back here, gap up off of earnings, cool. Then we consolidate right underneath that high. Perfect, like exactly what I'm looking for in a strong uptrend. Can we break that level? Great for the next push. That's what I'm looking for. We just didn't get the next push. It kind of like tried to go and then it said, nee, and then just took itself to the downside. So it just didn't go. But the thing is, the day that it broke out, volume was at 412,000 shares. Now, that's not like tiny, but is that enough volume for me to trade? I don't know, because I haven't really traded a stock that has that little bit of volume, relatively speaking, compared to like Apple and Amazon and Tesla and all those names. I haven't traded one of these in a while, so I don't know. It's not a small cap. It's not a cheap stock, you know, I guess. But is that a problem? So I don't know. I will have to take bits and pieces over time. When I see opportunities here, I will trade them, but over time we'll start to build that data profile and see, okay, does this make sense? No, yes, you know, all that stuff. So that's kind of the deal. In the grand scheme, I can't tell you, like, was that a good trade or a bad trade? Setup was good. Breakout, looking for it, all that stuff, good. Like, nothing wrong. The other piece is volume. Does that, like, I won't know until I have a much larger sample size of me trading stocks with this amount of volume and seeing, okay, most of the time they don't make money. Well, we eliminate that. I don't trade these very often, so I won't be able to build that data set up for, you know, a long time. That's the thing. So that's part of, like, the longer you do something, the more data you have, the better data-driven decisions you can make, which then hopefully makes you more money or loses you less money, nets you a positive or a better P&L over time. That's really it. So I have one open position, which is up decently, but we'll see how it finishes out. I guess it, in theory, could come back against me, but it's a bigger time frame. And then we have a winner that I'll talk about in the next video, up 51 so far on the month. realized. But I haven't been doing much. It's currently the 13th, so pretty much going to be an entire week of nothing. And then we'll see what happens next week. Maybe there's something to be done. Maybe the Apple trade gets out, stop loss, take profit. We'll see. And we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, it was a fun time. Past week, it was like a full-on week where I had no one telling me what to do. It was a full solo trip. I did my own thing, took my time to do whatever I wanted to do every single day. No one telling me, oh, we should do this, we should do that. Oh, let's go here. Like, not that that's bad necessarily, but it was the first one when I was like, this is me. This is me. I can buy, I can go live, I can stay, I can go do this, I could go rent a board here, I can go to this beach for the day, I can go to that beach, and that's just what we did. So it was a good time. I highly recommend anyone who is looking just to change things up or, to do it, especially when it gets colder. I don't love the cold. I love snowboarding, but that's like in the snow. When it's that cold-ish, no snow, gray, no sun, it's tough scenes, man. I don't want to be in that in-between phase. I want to be either full-blown we are in the middle of winter or we are on a beach or somewhere warm. So that's partially why I did it. I think I'll make it a recurring thing to like try to go every year, whether it's Hawaii or somewhere else, to go every year somewhere really nice in the wintertime. Just set that week up, solo trip, kind of a reset, whatever. Set that up end of year, beginning of the start of the next year. Does that really matter when? But it's like in the middle of winter or like as it's getting cold. It kind of works. I just also hate going if you can do it when you don't have to go during high peak tourist season. It's great. So going in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I thought was a good time. It's like, there's not going to be as many tourists here and stuff. It's like, and then during the week, it's better. So I prefer that. I hate crowds. I hate tourist stuff. I just try to do my own thing. But that's the recap for today. I'll see you guys in the next one where we have a winner to talk about on Carnival Cruise. Peace.